Rangers are in disarray and Kris Boyd ain't holding back with an absolute belter of a comment saying Rangers have got 99 problems but the pitch ain't one. Round of applause there for Kris Boyd. I think that's quite good. I think that's quite brilliant. I mean, yes, was he probably sitting... I say sitting through the game. He was probably before the game, the build-up to the game. He was probably going to say this as soon as that Ross County result came in about this Dundee match, but 99 problems but the pitch ain't one. That's brilliant. And you know what? It ain't one. As shit as the debacle is, Rangers, right? You can say it messed up their training schedule. It doesn't matter. This team's shite. This team's a bunch of bottle jobs. It doesn't matter, man. This game could have been played on the 17th of March. And does it change anything? No. I don't think it does. I genuinely don't think it does. I cannot sit here and say, oh, we're a 1 then. Because, that was still in the middle of a shite-ass run, man. It was. You look at us since we lost to Motherwell, 2 wins in our last 8 games. It's only going downhill for here. We matched. It's the first time in 5 years in the league that we haven't won a game in 3 matches. That's unforgivable. That is absolutely unforgivable. And to blame it on the pitch, man, to me, the pitch situation is more a joke within, the actual game as a whole. The SPFL, SFA, rather than like a Rangers thing. And anyway, before anyone even blames the pitch, Celtic were the real victims of that debacle, so it's not Rangers, alright? Chris Sutton did say that. Boyd getting this line in, and the problems at Rangers, man, it's like someone ran through the entire team, and it's like, I think apart from Todd Cantwell and Tavernier, everyone else was either alone or brought in on a free, and it's like, holy moly. How bad is that? You're bringing... It's like everyone Rangers sign for money is shite. Lammers, Dessers, even Roof, man. The guy's made out of Weetabix. Started last night, so I guess we can fire him in. It's like all these... look at Raskin. Sign for money, not starting. I do not know what... See when he played this season, was he shite? Yes, but the guy... You look at how bad we are. Can the guy not get a start? I mean, I think it's time to go for youth. I think it's time to try something at Rangers. I mean, 99 problems is probably about 100 problems off the amount of actual problems that's going on. There's so many issues, man. So many issues. The fact that we've already spent a bit of our summer budget in January. It's baffling, man. It's absolutely baffling. We don't have a striker. We're starting players that do the exact same thing in games, like Silva, Lawrence and Cantwell. It's shocking. He then went on to blast the winners in the Rangers dressing room. He says, I don't know. If Rangers are depending on the right back to bail them out week in, week out, then they have big problems ahead of them. Again, adding to the 99 problems, 100 problems. But, a lot of people have blasted Tav, rightfully so. Defensively, the guy is so bad. But, he's had his most goal scoring season ever, and assists. It's like, in terms of that, the guy can't really do much more. Like, the guy's lining up last night, 25 yards out for a free kick, and you know what? It's like, you kind of half expect him to score it because he's been that good, but at the same time, like, you can't normalise perfection. And the guy, in terms of scoring goals and grabbing assists, like, he's done it. It's the defensive frailties in his game that, make him shite. And I think it's about time a manager decided, you know what, actually, it's time to cut our losses and either sell him to Saudi for a decent bit of money or play him further up the pitch and bring in an actual right back, because that is what needs. See when Redfan Yilmaz comes back from injury, right? And Diamonde, change Sterling out of the midfield, put him in at right back, put Tav right mid and Yilmaz left back, and there you go, sort it. Because I'm sick of this shit, man. So many against Dundee, but and that's not even to suggest like that it's going to automatically fix our problems, but it makes us a bit better at the right back position. Like, so many times against Dundee, like, we're piling forward and we're not even creating opportunities. It's not like we're bombarding them. And then like when they're hitting us on the counter attack, it's like John Souttar's like the only guy back with Connor Goldson trailing behind because I do not know what's happened to his legs. His legs have absolutely went. His legs have gone. Just like this title fight, just like this title race, burst. Boyd then went on to say Rangers can go and win that game at Celtic Park now, and it's still irrelevant. And I tell you what, he's got it. The face on Kris Boyd when he delivered this line, I don't blame him. You know, like most Rangers fans, but as I said yesterday, can't even remember what video I said, I've talked about Rangers enough, but it's almost better for this title to peter out right now, because the false hope that we could have got if we scraped a win here today, and then you actually go into the split and then you get scudded by Celtic like 6-0 at Celtic Park, it's the hope that kills. Now yeah, would I be feeling better today if Rangers did win yesterday? Of course you would, but we need to accept this team's no good enough. You know, it's a massive club with diddy players. That's what it is. It's championship level players that just don't have the fucking cojones to play for a big club. They don't, you know, and there's a lot of other players in there that aren't good enough and they've came from further afield. And I just think it's time that we seriously, you know, look at players in our own league, young players, and get them signed up, man. So many players have slipped through Rangers' grasps in recent years, and it's a joke. We're going to let Lawrence Shanklin slip through. We've let Lewis Ferguson slip through. So many players that have slipped through, young talent that has left the league that we could have signed. And like, you know, if you're a Scottish player growing up and, you know, learning your trade in Scotland, you know the magnitude of Rangers. See these champions, like, yeah, they all come up, oh, I didn't realise the size of the club till I got here. Then I left a big number 2 in my nappy because I shat myself. That does nothing for me. They don't get it. They don't get the size. We can talk about the golf and money, right? But at the end of the day, it's just because players are on big wages doesn't automatically mean, right, that they get the magnitude of the size of the club. I've compared Rangers to Manchester United in recent weeks, but you know, look at like Marcus Rashford and other players at United. I mean, they're on like hundreds of thousands, but they don't get it. They don't get the like they don't. If anything, if you're on more money, you're less likely to give a fuck because you know you don't need to put your effort in. And it's the same with Rangers, like because Rangers players are on so much more money than other players in the league, like they don't care. They're getting paid at the end of it. Ross County and Dundee, man, on peanuts compared to some of these players, man, and. You know, the for instance, Dundee should have beat us, and Ross County probably should have beat us by more. Not probably, no, they should have beat us by more. So, is what it is. That is where we're going to leave this video, guys. Kris Boyd, he's got it. I'm got it. Everybody should be got it. But, yeah, it's a miracle that Clement got us to the end of April, midway through April, in a title fight, still believing. It is. That's all down to him. It's not down to these shite players, man. It ain't. You know, like we fought a couple of months ago, going to Rugby Park and winning 2-1. Was it 2-1 or 2-0? I can't even remember. I think it was 2-1, wasn't it? Or was it 2-0? It doesn't really matter. You know, going to Rugby Park and winning, that is the difference. Going to Tynecastle and winning, that is the that game against Aberdeen at home, it was on Sky. That is the difference. It's not, you know, I think a lot of Rangers fans, and you know, it's fucking delusion. Like there's people on here, right? And here, I'll include myself in this, right? Where at the start of the season, Rangers fans will predict themselves to win the league instead of actually realising that we're shite. And to be fair, you know, we signed a lot of players before this league started. A lot of money was spent. The Beale was backed. And he did, I mean, he didn't do a great job against Ange, but, you know, I don't think it was horrendous. You know, Ange's Celtic was great. One of the best teams this country's seen in a long time. So I don't think it was unreasonable to pick Rangers, right, as league champions last year. Like, in the summer, for this season. But, you know, like, it's like when Rangers first came up for the championship, I mean, however long, I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago. There's people been predicting us to win. I think people just need to be realistic. We're shite. And it's weird though, because people predict us to win all this shit, do trebles, but then there's almost like an acceptance among us that we are pish and we are like second best, and like the mindset's creeped in. Like it ain't good enough. We can't accept it from the players, but it's almost like as a collective unit, it has been accepted and it's been absorbed, and the players just don't get it. And here, greatness ain't guaranteed, folks, and Rangers haven't been great for a long fucking time. And that's where we're going to leave this. So until next time, peace.